In this week, there has been this telephone prank in which a Spanish physicist calls a clinic for losing weight, and he tells them that he wants to lose 200 newtons. The doctor is really angry, and he says 3 times that weight is measured in kilograms. He could not be more wrong. This is Monterey. Welcome to my cosmic kingdom. So in this episode, I want you to differentiate between two different physical quantities: mass and weight. Mass is the amount of matter a body has. That's why if we see a large building or a large ship, we say it's massive. Whereas weight is actually the force we do on the surface we are standing at. They are two different things. One is the amount of matter, which is the mass, and the other one is a force, and that is why it's measured in newtons. For instance, astronauts, when they go up to space, they still have 80, 70 kilograms of mass, but they are weightless. If you put a scale on their feet, the scale will practically measure zero. But no one will doubt that those people are still having a mass of 70 or 80 kilograms up there. If I weigh myself here, I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh. Probably I'm a little bit too massive around here. So for the sake of the argument, let's say that I put a weight scale here and I jump on it and measure my weight. Then I go to the moon, and provided that I can be in the same clothes on the surface of the moon, which is very unlikely, I put the same weight scale, I put myself there, and I weighed 1/6 of what I was weight in the air. Because weight is basically the mass times the acceleration of the gravity. So what is going on? Either scales measure your weight in kilograms, or here in the UK in stones, which is so medieval. It's because we have this convention. Because the intensity of the gravity field in the surface of the Earth is very constant, it's fairly constant. We do this exchange between weight and mass. The same happens when we are baking or cooking. Normally the recipes should be like stated in mass units, but it's very often to use cups or teaspoons, which are volume measurements, to just use like with solid things like rice or flour or sugar. But that doesn't mean that the doctor was right. I know it's a technicality. Maybe it's the nerd inside me saying like, no, you should state your weight in newtons or dinas or another unit of force, whereas you should use kilograms or grams to talk about mass. He was really wrong. He said it 3 times. He was lecturing the physicists, which was right, by the way. And I think he should apologize because he's doing that in a professional practice of medicine. So this is my rant for today. Thank you for watching me. Follow me on any of my social networks, and see you next week. Bye-bye. Again, a tractor now. Stones, which is kind of medieval. Okay, now it's a plane. Good. Oh, now another tractor. This is unbelievable. It's actually a tractor. You can see it now. A tractor.